I'm humbled and thankful that you even noticed the politics of a senator from the bayous of Louisiana. That in itself is an honor. And that this is done in the name of Frederick Douglass, one of America's greatest leaders, makes this honor even more great. But it's not only an honor, it's an obligation, motivation that I should work harder for our state and for our nation. We have a responsibility to not accept the deliberate misinformation that's thrown at us. We must educate our people and show them that there is an alternative to the direction that the nation is being led in today. Today, the party of disappointment has moved away from the majority of Louisianans and away from the traditional values of America. They've left us behind on crucial issues like abortion, vouchers, Second Amendment rights, union control of public jobs, school prayer, family values. Just the other day, the head of the state organization for the party of disappointment said that the only reason that anyone would not agree with the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare, the only reason that anyone would oppose it is because the president's father was from Kenya. That is an example of how far they have left not only American values, but reason. Yes. That is absurd.
Hear, hear.
With each passing day, I become more and more disappointed in that party. And the list of disappointments grows longer. No matter where you stand on immigration, for example, you deserve to know what's coming. What would be the impact of millions of people on our already fragile Social Security system, or our schools, our hospitals, our jobs? These questions must be answered. If we don't know where our government stands, if we don't know what our government's policies on immigration are, that is another great disappointment. One of the biggest disappointments has been that party's role in the breakdown of our families. Their support of dependency over self-reliance, of everything but traditional marriage, of abortion on demand. Their policies have encouraged the high teen birth rate, high school dropout rates, high incarceration rates, and very high unemployment rates. Children are encouraged to get something they call a crazy check, rather than being encouraged to go to school, hunker down, and get an education.
Hear, hear.
Our initiative and self-reliance are sacrificed in exchange for votes for the party of disappointment. And that list of disappointments is long. Minority unemployment is in the stratosphere. The lies and cover-ups of Benghazi, IRS harassing the Tea Party, wiretapping and spying on reporters, scaredy pants crisis management. Now that's a new one. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. There was an oil spill, and the response was, oh goodness, stop all drilling. If there is a shooting in Mooseville, Montana, of a moose, the response will be, oh goodness, confiscate all guns. That is scaredy pants crisis management.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
I want better for my country.
Yes.
And for my Louisiana. A bad deal in Washington, D.C., a disappointment in Washington, D.C. is a bad deal in Louisiana. It's bad for Lafayette and Lafayette and New Orleans. It hurts Shreveport, and
Yeah.
Monroe, Natchitoches, Senator Long. We must help America find her path home. We must work through and past these disappointments that we're talking about toward a brighter day. That brighter day, that alternative to what we have, is what the people in this room seek. We can lead our community to not putting all our eggs in one basket, to not being taken advantage of and neglected because we're in the hip pocket of the party of disappointment. Now, we all know what we've received from that party, but let's look at what we've received under the Republican Party. We've received some pretty good deals under Republicans. During the Civil War and after the Civil War, they fought for civil rights, and that's the real deal.
That's right.
Republicans helped President Lyndon Johnson pass the momentous 1965 Civil Rights Act over the objection of most Southern Democrats. Let me repeat it. Over the objection of most Southern Democrats. Republican Richard Nixon opened the doors to higher learning and the doors to government contracting for minorities like no other president has, including the one living in the White House today.
That's right.
And Nixon is the one who locked in an expensive and unpopular war, simply declared victory, and left Vietnam. He invested that money in America. Small businesses, workers flourished. Those were the alternatives that we needed at those times, and today the Republican Party has led the path to reform rotten education, which harms our community worst of all.
That's right.
They lead the fight today against irresponsible government overspending. That too hurts us more than any other community. So I have fully paid my dues.
Yeah.
I pledge to use whatever skills I have to help find the alternative that we need today. I pledge to continue working with my Democrat colleagues in the Senate and the House of Representatives. And I look forward to creating new partnerships for the good of Louisiana. Is it a surprise, or is it the worst kept secret in Louisiana? I am, as of this day, joining Frederick Douglass as a Republican.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We want to recognize some very special people that are here. Then I want to make some comments on behalf of all of us. My name is Senator Gerald Long. I serve with Elbert and so many others that value what you value. Smaller government, more responsibility, taking a stand on the tough issues that we all believe are important to us. That's why Elbert Guillory is a leader in our Senate. I want to share with you some others who are here from our House. I want us to recognize Representative Barry Ivy,